Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 30 of Direwolf20's Stoneblock series. Oh boy, do we have some fun planned for today, because my goal by the end of the day is to get a transmutation table from, you guessed it, ProjectE. That's what we've been working on for the last few episodes here. I've been popping into my neutron collectors, which we'll probably need to ramp up at some point. We'll probably have more of them and be ramping them up at some point. Watch totally works on them, right? Yeah, it does. So we'll be having some fun with that. At some point, though. At some point. For now, the focus is getting that transmutation tablet. So let's go through the list of everything that we've got. I think we've got it all. There's just a few things we have to craft. So let's get going. So Ender Stars, we'll need the 4 of those that we are going to need to have, right? So that's cool, right? And then ProjectE, we're also going to need some HDPE sheets. So let's get like a stack of them. We should have a stack of them, no problem. And our mechanism machines will go on and get more of that going, right? So then the other thing from ProjectE that we're going to need is lots of neutronium nuggets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 4 is 28. So we'll see if we have quite enough. Yeah, we're doing pretty good there. So we should have enough of that. Neutronium nuggets. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right. ProjectE. Right. The other thing we need is probably going to be some dark matter, which we should have no problem getting a healthy amount of that. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 dark matter from ProjectE. So I don't think we need a crafting recipe for you so much anymore, right? I'll probably remove that crafting recipe for dark matter. I don't think we need it anymore. Or for the red matter. I don't think we really need those because we're going to be more so getting this right through this stuff. So what I'll do is basically be like dark matter, click the thing, get some emerald blocks, and let our compressor go to work. Yay, dark matter. Cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of you, and that should be cool. Okay. Next up, to get this thing going, we're going to need more condensers, right? So to make another condenser, didn't I already make another condenser? Is it in here? Is that what I did? Yeah, I did. Cool. Energy condensers. So let's target you and get a stack of emeralds. And a stack of emeralds will generally be my I need to make a lot of something block. Hey, cool. Stack of emeralds was close, but not quite. Filling it up. Nice. 4. Cool. So one of you can go back in there. And we've got the 4 condensers that we need, right? We need 4 evil infused ingots. Hey, good. We have 4 of them already. So that is a check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 night slime ingots. Cool. So we've got 8 of those. So that's good. We need 4 quantum storage units, right? Quantum storage units. Can I just maybe teach you the crafting recipe for a quantum storage unit? I feel like that's a good idea. So a quantum storage unit, not processing mode, there's your problem. That. And then we can just kind of go down the line of what's used to make a quantum storage unit. Cool. So we're going to need 4 of these. And we've got everything we need, so that's going to be pretty cool. I've never used these before. They're from the quantum storage mod, huh? 0 stored. Okay, cool. I guess you can just store like a ton of a single item, like previously seen quantum storage units. And then we need the 4 pixie stuff. And then the final thing that we need to get this going is a collector, a Mark III collector. So a Mark I energy collector requires 6 glowstone, glass, and a block of diamond in a furnace. Okay? So it doesn't look too bad. Make me a furnace, please. Glowstone. Cool. And I feel like I should maybe, like, get a little bit more. Let's at least, like, get glowstone into the thing. And, no, I wanted you to be like that. Yes, thank you. Sweet. All right, let's get like a stack of emeralds turned into as much glowstone as it will. I don't know how much glowstone is. 384 EMC. Emeralds will actually probably get a lot of glowstone from that. So we'll just put you guys all away. And then a block of diamonds, right? And not you. Yes, you. And glass. Cool. So I'm going to put you guys up there. Okay. So you... 6. A single piece of glass. And this thing should start the crafting that we need. Hooray! Hooray for speed. The power of the sun. So I wouldn't mind you having some extra of these, right? I wouldn't mind. We'll have one extra, right? And we'll put the rest. If I remove you, cool. Okay. So there's your one extra that we have, just in case we ever want a Mark 1 collector, right? Now to upgrade this guy to a Mark 2 is going to be 7 glowstone and a dark matter, right? So more glowstone. And a dark matter. Hooray! Mark II. Now that should be not too bad to get a few of, right? Put one away. One's going to be upgraded, and then we'll convert the rest of those to EMC in a minute. So Mark III collector, I'm guessing is just red matter, right? My guess was correct. With a single piece of red matter. Start. Hooray! So let's make sure we have one of these. Pretty soon we won't have to worry about this whole like thing that we're doing. There we go, one red matter. So as soon as we have one extra in here, we will then soon, right, like within about a minute or less, be teaching this thing. So you click. Are we cool? Do we have everything we need? I feel like we do. I'm wondering if the quantum storage units are a little bit derpy, because I placed one. I'm wondering if it's annoyed that I placed it. It's very possible. Yay! Check it out. Transmutation Tablet. Is there any level of hype that any of you guys have around the fact that we just spent like how many episodes now working towards getting this? And we've got it. Boom! Transmute this into that. Quests! ProjectE, Transmutation Tablet, mark complete. That is cool, right? And hey, 64K drives. I will absolutely take more of those. I will never turn them down. So we've got a Transmutation Tablet. What's cool is we can now teach the Transmutation Tablet all this stuff, and it can hold on to the EMC for us, so we no longer really need this guy, right? So I can now interact with this tablet directly and manually craft or convert one thing into the next. It's super cool, right? So I can put all these things in here and teach them all the cool stuff, and now we're cooking. Transmutation Tablet hype. That is cool, right? And we can directly, you know, just like throw a block of emeralds in there. Boom, we have a bunch of EMC. Boom, we've got a bunch of energy collectors. Yada, yada, yada. Long story short, that is cool, right? Transmutation Tablet is cool. You guys are probably familiar with it. I know I've explained it recently in previous Let's Plays and other series and stuff, so I'm not going to go through the whole explanation of what the Transmutation Tablet does. Long story short, I'm excited that we have it. Cool. Cool. How are we for like draconium essence? I would like to make sure. Can we like convert all this? All the clicking. Why is the crafting so slow today? But I would like to make sure that you know draconium is a thing, right? Do you not have any EMC value draconium? Oh, no EMC value in this pack. So some packs I've played lately, draconium and awakened draconium have EMC value. Sometimes they don't. And Dyer forgets which ones are which. Is there anything in particular we should make sure that we know the EMC value of? Like, ooh, kits have EMC? Well, that's cool. A Resonant Conversion Kit, something that we can get an EMC value for. Not upgrade kit, but conversion kit. So first off, boom. Oh, you don't have an EMC value conversion kit? Resonant Upgrade Kit. So some do and some don't. So you have it. Signalum, I guess. Maybe because Signalum doesn't have an EMC value? No, it does. It's Cryothium Dust that doesn't. Aha, Blizz Powder doesn't. That's why. So it couldn't calculate an EMC value for that one. Well, I was excited for a minute. No big deal, though. No big deal, yo. You know, Nether Stars. I wouldn't mind you knowing about Nether Stars. Learned. They have a pretty large EMC value. But it's cool. It's all good. So what do we want to work on next? Like I am just like broken on how I'm supposed to handle this, right? Now that we've got this up and running, we're good. We could work on some Klein Star stuff. A Transmutation Tablet absolutely would be on my to-do list, as would an Energy Condenser Mark II as needed. So the Transmutation Tablet is a portable, carry-it-around version of the table, and it's very expensive in this pack. It requires a lot more things. And so that's like the end game item for, I believe, this pack, right? So we need some Neutronium ingots, so we're going to have to really ramp up our Neutronium ingot production. We're going to need some red matter blocks, which are pretty heavy in terms of EMC. Everything else not too bad. We do need a Gaia Spirit ingot. Okay, cool. So we need to kill the Gaia Guardian in order to get this. So we will get to that point, definitely. And then we're going to need infinity ingots. And infinity ingots are a bit, let's call it ridiculous, because we need some Neutronium, we need some crystal matrix ingots, and we need some infinity catalysts, which are crafted with these things. And some of these things are more expensive than others. Ultimate Stew looks cool, right? That looks neat. Cosmic Meatballs also sound delicious. Endest Pearl, which I've heard you shouldn't throw. Record Fragment. One likes to believe in the freedom of music, apparently. Cool. Well, that looks easy enough to get. We just have to get a record. The singularities, though, those are going to be tricky, right? Because we basically need, and so most of these, I believe, have an EMC value. But I think that a majority of these singularities are basically 11,000 or 12,000. So some huge number of blocks in a Neutronium compressor. So we're going to totally need to check that out. And then a block of Enderium, Steel, and Dark Steel, which also have EMC values, which means the Infinity Catalyst itself, as much as it's very expensive, it's 3.4 billion EMC, which I didn't even know the tablet could hold. That's a lot. That's a really large number. That's a really large number, is what I'm going to say. But we should be able to manage this, right? Because most of these blocks have EMC value. So what we should do is play the EMC production game. Ramping up resource production with EMC. So to do that, right, what we're probably going to want to do is a combination, like the seeds are good to have, right? Chickens, also good to have, right? Right? We might need more chickens. We might want to amp up some more things, right? So a few people were commenting, like, I don't think I've filled my drawers yet. I don't think any of these drawers are full because the stack limit with my single emerald upgrade is 512 stacks, right? So we're not quite there. Like, we're still getting more quartz, right? Yeah, we are. Right? So if I turn this dude on. Are you running, buddy? Oh, yeah, you are. You just, you know, there's a lot of things. So with that thing running, so that's one option, right, for how we get lots of resources produced and sorted, right? We'll probably have to tweak how that works. What I usually do is find something with a large amount of EMC, like red matter blocks, right? They're 1.8 million EMC. So what we could do, right, is as we are feeding stuff into stuff, we could probably just do something like this, right? And, right, like just basically generate EMC, courtesy of the chickens, and maybe a few other things, right? We also have the Woot mod, so Woot could be used to generate EMC a little bit. Chickens can be used to generate EMC a little bit. There's basically a lot of ways we could do this. Environmental tech is a really good way to generate EMC as well. that's an option, right? We could do a void ore miner, and it would basically create lots of resources for power, and then we can use those resources and convert them into EMC. So I think the name of the game shortly will be EMC generation time, right? That's what we really need to get into. We're also going to probably want to ramp up our power gen, because we've got, some cool power gen options, but I'd like to have a few more, right? Didn't I do tier 6 seeds? Or Awakened Draconium's not tier 6 seeds? Yeah, they totally are. So why didn't you quest complete my tier 6 seed? You know what? Maybe it never went into my inventory. That could be. It probably stayed in the system, but I can make that happen easily enough, just for the quest rewards, right? And hey, we've got some stuff from Draconic to claim, so let's do that. But we'll definitely want to do Chaos Dragon. We're going to have to do some boss fights for sure. Yeah, Chaos Shard is what we're going to need. Even though it has the heart, it's the Chaos Guardian. That's what that is. I wouldn't mind getting some Wyvern and Draconic armor, just because those armors are awesome, right? Any luck here? Ooh, Viaducts. Why not a chicken? I can't not make that joke every time I get Viaducts. Cool. All right, so we've got a game plan now. We are now into the EMC stage of the game, and I'm excited about that because it'll be fun. So let me just start coming up with a plan for how we want to start producing resources, and we'll be right back. And there totally is, I know, an Awakened Draconium chicken. All right, so I'm down in the area where I had the little squid farm thing. Remember this? Remember I set this up? I think you do. Don't lie. I know you remember. I remember you remember. I'm almost certain you remember, right? Cool. You can go away, and you can, get some light over here. So I forget exactly what we're going to need in terms of stuff. But you know what I'm going to do? Let's get out our void tool here. What is a tier 6 void ore miners area that we're talking about usage-wise, right? I would like to know the area that a tier 6 void ore miner. The complete structure is 13 by 8 by 13. So in order to get that, right, if we went 6 on each side, right? So that would be 13 by 13, right? Let's go like 10 deep so we have a little bit of extra wiggle room. Well, wait, 6 on these sides as well. So that's 13 by 13. And then we're going to go 10 deep, right? So that should be what we need. Sweet. That is cool. I like it, right? Now, to be fair, I did just accidentally void. I could probably just make another elevator. I could either undo because I accidentally voided my elevator, or I could make another elevator. And because elevators are not extremely expensive, I will do that, right? So here and here. And do we have the feral lantern things in here? Feral, yeah, we do. Sweet. Right, because we used this previously. Now, I think we'll put it in this chunk, maybe. You can chill there, and that should be good. And he should light up this chunk, and this chunk all around. Yeah, cool. So that's what's up, right? And then we're going to want to have a void ore miner controller, because this is one good way to generate lots of EMC. You're going to have to trust me on this, because I've done this in the past, and you can produce what I call stupid amount of EMC with a good-sized void ore miner controller. So we're going to get that going so we can start up with void ore mining, right? So to get one of these, I wouldn't mind you having, that recipe. I'd also like you to know how to make one of these, and I'd also like you to know how to make some of these, which means you're going to need to know how to make this. And then you're also going to need to know how to make this, right? And that is a black concrete powder. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to get that stuff. Do you have ink in here? No. We'll get squid ink in a sec. So then litherite is basically this recipe. Do you have an EMC value? You do have an EMC value. So maybe I won't do the litherite thing. Maybe I'll make one litherite and EMC it up. That sounds like a smart move, right? Now here's the thing, right? Environmental tech, do they all have EMC values? Because that would be super cool. No, none of the other crystals do. Only litherite, because it's craftable. So he didn't add those EMC values, which is fine. That's totally okay. But we're going to need some flint. I kind of want you to know how to make gravel and flint. Right? And then we can get the, you know, the flint that we need. Do we have cactus? We have a cactus. Well, now we have infinite cactus. Cool. And we're going to drop you. Where is our furnace? Do I not really have a furnace? I mean, I've got this one, obviously, but I thought I had a machine-based one. Did I do something with it? I don't know. I don't remember. What are my furnace options? Can I have a red matter furnace? Because that sounds like a good time to me right now. Right, and then burn you up, and then red matter furnace just sounds like a fun thing to have for our on-demand smelting needs. Right, did I teach you red matter block yet? I did now. Boom, red matter blocks. Red matter furnace, which is, by the way, 10 million EMC. Just saying. You should smelt. Yeah, there you go. Not too shabby. Pretty nice, that red matter furnace. And if I ever get bored of it, we can get rid of it. Right? So then, litherite. Also needs lime pigment, which is basically just you and bone meal, right? Cool. So I can get one of those. We can teach it and get a stack of it. Cool. Easy peasy. Right, so now if I wanted a void or miner controller, the only thing I really need to get, oh right, I didn't put any of these patterns in here. I should do that so that you'll work. I think the only thing I'm really missing at this point is squid ink, which I know I had around here somewhere. I got like a whole squid farm going for some reason. Remember? Remember I had the squids? Did I use it all? Yay. What's this stuff? Oil shale, huh? That's interesting to me, because I could have sworn that stuff was, or this whole world was not supposed to have, like, ores at all in it. That is interesting. Neat. What was that thing called? There we go. You. So let's do, like, right around here is about where we're going to want to be. That should be cool. And my reservoir. Alright, back in a minute when we get some squids. There we go. Nice. Give me a little bit of luck. I didn't see the squid ink, and I'm like, you're kidding me. But now we're cool. We got 10 squid ink from that. I was like, no way we didn't get squid ink from that. Hooray! So that'll be good when we get, you know, where we need to go. Cool. So let's get squid ink learned to the tablet. Cool. All right. So with that, did we teach you how to make black concrete? We did. Cool. So then we can say void ore miner times 1. We're just missing a diode. I didn't teach you how to make diodes. Not the end of the world. Sweet. Cool. So to use this, we're going to need the environmental tech wand thingy, which is cool. Bing. That's what we need. You. Hello. There you go. Yeah. So, why didn't you actually write down what that was and keep it? 24 structure frame, 20 structure panels. So I'm going to want you to know how to make that as well. Even though I think, do you know, structure panels have an EMC, but none of the others do. Structure panels have an EMC. So that's cool. So let's just teach you the structure panel. Right, and then you can be there, and we can just zzz, all that stuff, right? Structure frames, I'm going to go ahead and teach, only because you need an interconnect, which I think you already have, right? Yeah, you do. Cool. So I needed 24 of those structure frames. Missing some litherite. So what I'll do anytime that's low, I'll just grab a few stacks because they're cheap. The other things you need are laser cores and lenses. Laser from environmental tech, right? So I need you to know to make that. So it was what, 2 laser core and 1 laser lens? And what I'm going to want to do is rank up into environmental tech's higher tier stuff, because it's really powerful when you get to the end game. It just takes a while to get there. But we'll make getting there less painful, I assure you of that. Because we're going to play with some shenanigans, as it were. Right? So, did I ever make a building gadget in this pack? I don't know that I did. Can I have one, please? Thanks, buddy. Actually, you know what? Undo that. Let's just get him kind of lined up right around, I guess here is where I want him to start off, right? So that's probably a good starting point, right there, right? So if I were to put you away. All right, I never got my structures times 24. They were just crafting still. I bet I know what's happening. If I do that, you'll work. And you're good now? Yes. So these, the Ferro Lantern places basically invisible blocks. That's how it works. Let's do, hey you, let's do, that should void 16 blocks straight down, right? And it's not supposed to void bedrock, but there is no bedrock. There is no bedrock, right? So those of you playing this pack, don't do this thing until you have flight, okay? Because there is no bedrock. There's no bedrock. Today we learned. Okay, that's right. I remember that. Somebody warned me of that when I was playing the pack. But it's okay because I have flight. Had you not had flight, that would have probably hurt. Cool. No wireless transmitter in range. Fail. Nice. All right, so now we'd like a flux point. to give him power, right? So he's doing 660 RF a tick, right? And then we'd also like a chest. Can we have like an alchemical chest? We're missing sand of all things. I'm already looking forward to the point at which I have more of this. Did we teach you alchemical chest? We didn't really. So I just need sand. You know what? Let's grab soul sand while we're here. So I can teach both to the tablet. Crafting, 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 crafting. Go. Cool. I want you to know how to make these. Do you not have an EMC value alchemical chest? Okay. What's missing EMC? Oh, evil infused ingots. Okay. Fair enough. Womp womp. That's okay. Do we know network stuff yet? No, but they have EMC values. Just saying. Just saying. So we could make network stuff and just EMC them. So here's the deal, right? You're going to slowly but surely void mine up all kinds of stuff. But if I do that, does this work? I mean, in theory, it should. Doesn't seem like it is, though, right? What if I do this? Because that should work. This totally works. Maybe it's just the Void Ore Miner Controller Tier 1 is that slow? Is that possible? I mean, it definitely looks like we really need to upgrade this thing is really what it comes down to. Once it gets upgraded, it's like crazy good for EMC production. But I can imagine that those of you watching right now think that I'm out of my mind and should not be doing this. Dyer, there's chickens! Chickens are so much better! So I will make this statement right now. If you want to be super efficient and just go like pure cheese mode, your best bet is to take your emerald chickens, create a wall of them, get a bunch of dark matter pedestals with the Watch of Flowing Time on it, and have them creating emeralds all day for you. That will be a very good way to get lots of EMC. And we might even do that. But I'd like to, you know, have other ways and have other fun little projects going on in this pack besides just like spamming chickens. Because that's going to be a little bit too good. A little bit too good. It's really what it comes down to. So yeah, I'm a little surprised at the Watch of Flowing Time, unless it's the Eternalist fuel that we need more of. No. You still have stored EMC in you. So we got litherite, which is cool. But wow, you are just slower than I would expect. You really are. Even with the watch. I expected the watch to work on this, and it's not. Which is interesting to me. Or maybe it is working, and it's that slow that it looks like it's not working. I mean, I did update the pack. He didn't re-disable the watch, right? Now, because we've been playing with it since we updated, right? If we come over here, we'll know it's working. Yeah, it's working still. That's one way to check that it's actually still working. All right, so we've got that going. So we'll come back, I think, next time, because I'm pretty sure it's wrapping up point here. Let's come back next time. We will go ahead and start playing around with more EMC production, because that's really the name of the game right now, producing more and more EMC so we can use it to get more and more resources. We'll also need to get into more Avaricious stuff. We're going to want to take a look at neutronium compressors, which is how we get all these singularity things. And we're going to want to start looking at some of the other crafting recipes, like this ultimate stew and all this other stuff. So it looks like there's some Pam's recipes in here that feed into that thing, which is cool. And we can use Pam's to get the seeds that we need. And then cosmic meatballs, which don't look that bad. And that looks like that's really easy to make, right? And all of these have EMC, except the neutronium piles, but it's a pile of neutrons. That's the thing that we're producing over here, and we have tons of. So that might be a fun food source to actually use on a regular basis. Considering it has 400 saturation, 400. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 saturation. This has 400 saturation. That's a ridiculously cheap recipe, guys, for 400 saturation. I love it. It means we'll have to fish. Yeah, maybe we won't make this. No, I'm kidding. But we do have to get rabbits, pork chops, chicken, and beef, so we'll figure it out. For now, Darwell20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We will come back next time. We'll have some more fun playing with Stoneblock. All right, guys, take it easy.